And we're live. Alright, well, we're not live, but you get what I mean. Anyways, guys, it's enemies up here. And if you see my new short video that I made, basically a new start where I'm gonna be remastering what if Decky was a god of destruction. I'm gonna be making a whole new series of what Naruto lost control, and a bunch of more. Wonder if they have Trey Young. Oh, sorry if I paused the video in between. It's like my family just like walking in my room. I don't even know why, but be like that sometimes. But yeah. Anyway, I'm playing 2K Playgrounds right now, so yeah. Against AI. Didn't mean to do AI. Alright. Can give AI someone good. Give him Scotty. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. It's part 2 when Naruto was power hungry. And yeah. Without further ado, let's get started. Sorry about the interruption there. Like I said, my parents walked in, but anyways, we're back now. So we left off when Kakashi told him to not eat breakfast and come to training ground 7 tomorrow. As everyone does that besides Naruto, as he's like, well, it says in all the ninja books to never go out into the field without eating, so I think he's tricking me, as he's right. Yeah, he's tricking you, but you know, Sasuke and Sakura fall for it because they're stupid, but I mean, it is what it is. Anyways, they get to the field, and this is when Kakashi says, okay guys, today we're going to be doing the bell test. And basically you have to take these 2 bells from me to pass the test. And if you fail, you go back to the academy. Sakura's like, wait, what? You can't do that. As Sasuke said, yeah, there's always been 4-man squads. You can't do that. As Kakashi says, my team, my rules. If you got a problem with that, you can go back to the academy. As everyone just like, okay. And Kakashi says, sorry, as Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura all hide, but Naruto, he left a shadow clone with Kakashi to make him think like he's an idiot. As Kakashi wasn't surprised, but he didn't know it was a shadow clone, so he said, Naruto, you really think you can beat me? As Naruto said, oh, I don't think I can. I know I can. As Kakashi just laughed, saying, you're funny, aren't you? As Naruto said, no, I'm not funny. I'm smart. As a Naruto clone pulls Kakashi underground until it's only his head showing. As Kakashi knew this was going to happen, so he had the substitution ready. As Naruto comes behind Kakashi and kicks him in the face, as he sends Kakashi flying. As Kakashi's like, what the hell? When did he learn how to use chakra on his attacks? As Naruto said, got him. As Kakashi, he's like, another hit from that and I may pass out. As Kakashi says, just kidding. So he appears behind Naruto and tries to do the 1,000 years to death, but it doesn't work on Naruto. Like, none of these jutsus are working on Naruto pretty much. As Naruto just keeps dodging a substitution clone. As the real Naruto's just hiding from the bushes, but that's when Kakashi realizes, for all that chakra Naruto is using, sure seems like he doesn't have enough for that. As he realizes, hey, Naruto's energy is over there. So I've been fighting a clone the whole time. As he appears over there, as Naruto said, I knew you would come. As he held a kunai to Kakashi's neck, but Kakashi flips Naruto over and punches him in the face. As he jumps back and says, Earth style, Earth Wajitsu, as Naruto, as he knew that Naruto was going to shoot a fire style, fire Wajitsu, as he read the report, that Naruto likes to use that jutsu in close range combat. As he was right, his guess was right, because Naruto did do that, but he dodged it. As Kakashi says, you're pretty good, but not good enough. As Naruto said, oh, I'm good enough. So he turned around and said, Earth style, Earth prison jutsu, as he locks Kakashi down to the ground. Kakashi's like, what? He takes the bells from Kakashi, but that's when Sasuke comes in and grabs the bells from Naruto and says, no way, I'm gonna let you pass. As Naruto and Sasuke, as Naruto just says, we can share the bells, as Sasuke says, fine. As Sakura appears and says, but what about me? As Sasuke and Naruto just looked at her and said, fine. As Sasuke gave her his bell, as Kakashi says, you passed. As because when Naruto did that Earth prison, and he also did again just on Kakashi too, or Kakashi would have just broken out. So yeah. As Naruto undoes the jutsu so Kakashi can get out. As Kakashi says you guys passed and wants them to eat dinner, but Naruto admits that he already ate. As Kakashi said, most ninja would have followed my orders, but you actually read the ninja textbook, so. As Naruto said, yeah, always said never to go into battle on an empty stomach. As Naruto at this point, he was just kind of like a normal kid. He was just a little more OP. As he still felt like Sasuke ignored him, and Sasuke didn't like him. But that would all change. As one day, Naruto was walking in the village, and he was pretty low on chakra because he just went out to train. As that's when this old woman from the grass village was in the alleyway, and he was like, wait, is that from the grass village? As he runs over there, and he sees a grass village ninja trying to kidnap a kid. He's like, hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? As the grass ninja says, a fresh candy. As the grass ninja licks her lips, as Naruto says, oh, that's a little creepy. As the grass ninja says, by any chance, are you the Nine-Toes Jinchuriki? Naruto said, why the hell would you want to know? As Orochimaru, the grass ninja, said, perfect. As he said, don't you get tired of the bullying, the violence, the beatings? Naruto realizes that it happens pretty often, more than they show in the series at least. As he's like, yeah, I am tired of that, but what am I supposed to do? I can't hurt them. As Orochimaru says, exactly, you can't, but you could. See, I used to be just like you, bullied, but then I found that power was kid alive. Power was everything. As Naruto realized, if I had power, I can get anything I want. As Naruto said, but how do I get the power? So Orochimaru says, you can come with me first off. As Naruto said, but I can't leave the village. As after Copycat Ninja, as my sensei, he would just find me instantly. As Orochimaru said, okay, fine. I'll come to the village every week and I'll train you. In secret, of course. Can't tell anybody, or else I'll have to kill you and extract the Nine Tails from you. Because you know how much you're worth in the bounty book, right? Naruto said, the bingo book? As he said, yeah, the bingo book. As Naruto said, I promise I won't tell anybody. And Orochimaru says, fine. So, training will start first thing tomorrow morning. As Naruto nodded his head and went home. As he thought, when he lay down in his bed, he thought, maybe he's right. Maybe I just need power for anything. With power, I can get anything I wanted, right? I mean, that's why everyone respects the third Hokage. Because he has power. As Naruto, he sneaks into the ninja library, into the shinobi section, and starts stealing some scrolls. As he starts reading, and he just became obsessed with reading more, finding out more jutsus to learn. He even made a goal to learn every jutsu in the Genin section of the Shinobi Library by the end of the year. As he was doing pretty good. He learned earth styles, fire styles, water styles. The only style he had trouble with was lightning style, but he found out his chakra nature was wind and water, so that's good to know. But yeah, but for some reason Kurama, like I said in the last part, didn't really change Naruto's like chakra control. He didn't feel like he wanted to waste the time on someone that couldn't even show him the respect that he deserved, as he was just letting Naruto be who he is, because he knew Naruto was eventually gonna ask for power, because as you can clearly see, he's power hungry now. As Kurama just let him, basically have all the chakra natures, because Kurama is a tailed beast. He is chakra, so he has every chakra nature. So he just letting Naruto have this, and Naruto realizes that the only reason he's able to do these different style jutsus is because Kurama. And that's when he realized he needs the Nine Tails power, but he knows that the Nine Tails is gonna take over his body, as the past Nine Tails Jinchurikis have made a book passed down to each Jinchuriki of how to control the tail beast. But none of them were able to master it, only able to chain it down and stuff. So basically, time skip to the next day when Naruto goes to the Forest of Death to meet up with Orochimaru, or he start his training. As Orochimaru gets there, said, your chakra got stronger since the last time I seen you. It's only been a day. You been training? And Naruto said, yeah. As Orochimaru said, well, first things first, what are your chakra nature? As Naruto said, wind and water are the easiest chakra natures I can do. So they probably are my chakra natures, but I can still do every other chakra nature besides lightning. Lightning's the hardest for me. Says, oh yes, lightning is one of the hardest, right under wind. If you don't have an affinity for wind, then it's pretty hard. But Orochimaru says, don't worry, I should have beat you, so letting you use all kinds of chakra natures. As Naruto's like, wait, how'd you? Orochimaru says, I dealt with a few Jinchurikis in the past that were literally made out of chakra, so I wouldn't be surprised they can use all types of chakra natures. As Naruto said, yeah, the Nine Tails is letting me use all these chakra natures. I don't know why though. As Orochimaru said, maybe he realizes that you want power and that and when you realize that he's the reason why you can use all these cool jutsus, maybe you will go ask for him for power. Maybe that's why. But anyways, Orochimaru said, let's get to training. First things first, I want to use summoning jutsu, a snake contract. Naruto said, there's only snake contracts? I thought there was all kinds. And so Orochimaru says, yeah, but I already have a contract with a snake, so it'll just be easier. As the night before, Naruto read up on Orochimaru, and he said, and Orochimaru's file pretty much said he kidnapped kids, and put a seal on them to take over their body when his body was done. As Naruto thought that was pretty creepy, so he made up his mind that he was only going to use Orochimaru for power and then betray him, kind of like Sasuke. And so pretty much, Orochimaru would teach Naruto so many jutsus, earth style, all kinds of snake substitutions, anything. And Naruto, he didn't care how disgusting it was, how weird it was. He just wanted all the jutsus he could know. He wanted to know all the jutsus. As we're gonna time skip to a couple days later, as Naruto's been doing a couple missions with Team 7, but not really that fun, as Naruto was to the third Hokage's office one day with the rest of Team 7 and request for higher ranked mission, as the third Hokage said, fine. As he waved his hand and said, Tazuna, as Tazuna came in, and he's like, you expect these kids to protect me? As the third Hokage looked at him and said, what do you mean? You said you're only getting hunted by bandits, right? As Tazuna says, yeah, only bandits. So Kakashi said, yeah, so ninjas should be enough to handle bandits, right? As Tazuna sweat drops and says, yes, yeah. And after just looks at Tazuna saying, drunken mess, even worse. As Tazuna said, okay, kid, what did you? As Naruto just gave him that glare with all his chakra, just pushing it, bloodless, just pushing it at Tazuna. Tazuna just shuts up. As Naruto's been doing training with Orochimaru a lot. Just one day of training with Orochimaru is enough to get him from below Genin level to mid Genin level. And eventually, by the end of the week before they got the Tazuna mission, he was higher Genin level, almost Chunin level. I say that is because Naruto would have been Chunin level already, but when Kurama realized that Naruto's not going to give in and let him and go ask him for power, he started jamming his chakra. But since Naruto already learned how to control his chakra, he knew how to use chakra still. So even though Kurama was jamming it, it was still easy for Naruto to use chakra. But that's why he's not Chunin level yet. But pretty much they leave the village as they walk past a suspicious puddle. As Naruto gives it a glance, and he had some leftover like snacks and stuff. He decided, well, I don't want that, so he just tossed it in the puddle, and all this goo and stuff just fell out. So the milk, whatever you want to say was in that drink or snack, just fell on top of the demon brothers. They said, "You bastard!" As they pop out, as Naruto says, "I knew it." As Naruto sweeps their legs and stabs a kunai into one of the demon brothers' chest. As the other one, before he can even reach Kakashi, Sasuke was like, "I'm not gonna let you get all the glory." But before Sasuke can even take a foot, Naruto said, "Fire style, Earth Prison Jutsu," as he trapped the demon brother in the Earth Prison. As he started interrogating him, as he pulled out a katana that the demon brother had on him, and started slashing him until he told him who sent him. As he said, "Gado sent us. We're going to take out the bridge builder." And Naruto said, I thought this was a C rank. I'll enjoy it anyway. Kakashi said, "I think we should go back." Naruto gives him a stare, says, "No, we're not going back. We can't just abandon him, and plus, it would be a good experience for us." As Kakashi's like, "Fine, we'll continue. But as soon as we see any higher ranked ninjas above Chunin level, we're abandoning the mission." As Naruto says, "Deal." And that's where we're going to be living off here today, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe. Surprisingly, that's already been almost 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. But if you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in part 3. Peace.